Hello there, I'm Big Alias. How are you all? How are you doing today? This is me asking you a question, and now I'm done with the question because I want to talk about something else. I'm confused and just all over the place. I don't know how to feel and I don't know what to think. This game has me tripping my damn balls. I don't know what to think right now, and it's so weird because I can't stop playing it. I cannot stop playing this stupid, weird vampire game that's completely taken over my life to the point where like my eyes will go a bit weird, like what am I looking at? Although maybe that could be to do with the low res texture. I have no idea what I'm feeling or what to say or what to express right now, and this is going to be probably the weirdest review I do. But Vampire Survivors, man, what the hell is this? I saw a lot of coverage about this last year. I think it won some sort of game award, like multiplayer game or something like that. Phil Spencer posts about it all the time for some reason. Again, I don't really know why. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. It's a short, small game. Excuse me. What's happened to me? Even my mouth's confused. Trying to let some sort of vampire demon out. I couldn't really figure out what the game was about, and I wanted to give it a go. And I haven't stopped giving it a go. And if you want to know what it is, damn, I guess you came to the wrong place. Because you're just listening to a confused British man try to figure out exactly what is happening in his life. So, the thing about Vampire Survivors is it's this super small, like I said, like low-res game. You play as basically the sprite wandering around this forest full of vampires. Or maybe you're the vampire. Or maybe you're the survivor. I'm really not sure narratively, excuse me, what the situation is, but it reminds me a lot of this old game that I used to play on one of those retro collections. Oh my god, what was it? Where it was like an infinite number of dungeons and you just go around like hitting people, and then every now and then the wizard would go like, oh, I found turkey, oh, there it is, and stuff like that. I can't remember what the game was, but if I think of what it is, I'll let you know, maybe in the description or something like that. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that, one of the very, very old school style games. A lot of like repeated assets and stuff like that. But as you run around, your character is automatically attacking the whole time. You don't have to press anything to attack. Your character will perform all of the attacks, and you have a main attack, and then you have various other attacks that will be on a cooldown. However, you do not start each go of this game, each bite of this apple, with all of those attacks. You will pick those up by leveling up throughout the game. You level up by defeating enemies, and then one in however many enemies will drop this blue orb thing. You have to run over to pick up the orb, and then, like I said, as you level up, you then are given the option to choose between 3 different things that you can unlock. However, you can get a power up to change that to 4, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. So yeah, you unlock one of 3 things that you can then, use in the game. The leveling happens super quickly, but of course is harder incrementally. But so you could have, for example, the first character has a whip, and then you can get this wand, and the wand fires a weapon as well, fires a projectile as well. So while you're whipping, if you then unlock, while you're whipping, and then you go for the wands, then you're whipping, and you're also using the wand, and I think it moves in like diagonal directions or something like that, so you're covering more space. The enemies incrementally get harder too. You start just with spiders, and then you get like overwhelmed with these like big vampire things, and there's these trees that are hard to take down. Sometimes you get straight up circled by these plant things. Really interesting enemy. You have to keep attacking them for the plant barrier to go away. And that's not it. After each round, you go back to the main screen, because you will die. You die eventually. You go back to the main screen, and then you can get upgrades by collecting coins. Now you go around collecting these coins from these like golden fountain chalice things. You destroy those, and then you'll get a coin, or maybe if you're lucky, you'll get a bag of 10 coins, or if you're even luckier, a treasure chest will appear. And you can go over to that treasure chest, and it will give you a random number of coins. The most I've got is about 450 from it, and a power up from that too, so that's awesome. But of course, it's a risk on reward, because it will always dump it in the middle of a bunch of enemies. So if you can get around to that thing, that is definitely worth doing, because essentially every time you play this game, you're playing the game to earn coins, because you then use those coins to upgrade your character. So you go to the upgrade screen, and you can upgrade like the number of base health they have, because you can collect these turkeys. Ooh, turkey. perky in the game, and that will recover your health. But also, obviously, you have a base level of health that gets knocked down by every time you get hit by a vampire. But you can improve that by buying upgrades, or you can get armor, or you can get like luck, which will improve, I think, your chances of getting these treasure chests, or like bags of 10 coins or whatever. You know, you can upgrade various parts, I think your base attack and stuff like that, in the menus, so that when you go out progressively, the more you play it, the more coins you collect as you go along, the better you will do, slowly and surely. And then eventually, from what I've read online, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, if you, I think it's either survive 20 minutes or get to level 20 in the forest, you unlock a new level. And I still haven't got there yet, but I keep moving towards it because I know that one day I will. One day soon I will get there. And it's just so freaking simple, so basic and so simple that there's nothing to hate. Like, I don't know, nothing to put me off. I load the game, I play it, I'm done. I load the game, I play it, done. And there's just enough progression and just enough to learn about how to get good at the game that yeah, you just keep going, dude. Just keep going and going and going and going, and eventually your eyes hurt and you wonder what the hell you've done with your life. But that is, to the best of my knowledge, Vampire Survivors, and I guess I'll see everyone later.
The PlayStation is only $149, and you can also get leading titles.